Welcome you absolute legends, I am Former First, I am Pete, I am back. It's 2023, it's winter, and let's have some top 12 cheap, well, gems I would say. Well, not all of them are cheap, there's some real underrated gems that I think people should know about. They're all available right now, they're all amazing in their own right. I've got some cheaps, designers, some niche, I've got a bit of everything in this list. Some oldies, some newies, so as always I'm going to crack straight on into this. There's no honourable mentions in this one, so we're going to start off with number 12, and it's a cheapie. We all love a cheapie. This one came out in 2011 and it's an absolute banger for under 20 quid. This is absolutely ridiculous. It's Ted Lapidus Black Soul Imperial. Sorry, Black Soul Imperial. That was blooming awful. But this one, it's got reminiscence of a slightly dark version of Victor and Rolf Spice Bomb. But maybe honest, it's got coffee in it, which gives it a slight gourmand fragrance. Nice mint, spices, leather, and some amber in it for under 20 quid for a 100ml bottle. Performs really well. It gets 7 to 8 hours on my skin. Really, you wear this in winter, no one will know you've spent 20 quid on this fragrance. It is fantastic. So that's my number 12, Ted Lapidus Black Soul Imperial. Coming at number 11, this is a old fragrance, so people will go, why are you putting this in it? The reason I'm putting this in it is because it's an old one, but my god, it smells really good. From the house of Ralph Lauren, it's Safari. Now this one, it has got a real nice citrus pop at the front, so it's got lemon and some lavender, but then it goes into oak moss and some sandalwood and a bit of cinnamon, and it's just a really nice older style fragrance that I think if you're over 25 to 30 you'll appreciate it. It's not expensive, it's roughly about 40 quid if you can find it. The bottle looks awesome, the smell is incredible, and it does make you smell like a bit more of a refined gentleman. It's very much one of those fragrances that you smell and you go, ooh, that's a bit classy. Bit classy. It's like old school gentleman vibe, if anyone knows what that means. It is really one of those guys that if you've been brought up in the 90s and you know a bit about 90s fragrances, this is an absolute gem. So number 11, Ralph Lauren. Alright, coming in at number 10, and this one, it should need no introduction. It's a cheapie, but it's a Middle Eastern house, and this is such a good underrated fragrance for the winter. So in the house of Rasasi Daarej, and the pink juice, well, it's a purplish juice. My god, this stuff's got some punch on it. It performs like a monster. Oh, straight away with that cumin and coriander punch in the face, which is quite nice, especially if it's cold. And then you go into some lavender, some patchouli, and some amber in it. It's a beautiful fragrance. It performs really well. Again, you're looking 20-25 quid. Middle Eastern fragrance houses, I'm kind of getting used to that. They're very good in performance, and they've certainly got some unique takes on things. This, no different. Again, you're going to spend a lot of money, get a lot of bang for your buck for this one. So number 10 is Daarej by Rasasi. Alright, coming in number 9, and this came out 5 years ago, and apparently, I don't know if it's going to be discontinued, but it's like getting a tiny bit harder to find. So that's of Gucci, it's Gucci Guilty Oud. Now this one is a great fragrance. It is not the most easiest oud to start with. I think if you want a basic level introduction to oud, you want like Versace Oud Noir or Hugo Boss Oud. Those two are very nice and playable. But this is like the next level up. And it's got a nice rose, and it's got blackberry. And this is the reason I like this one so much. It's got that nice fruitiness in it, which makes it nice, but it's got some leather, oud, and some nice patchouli in it. And again, really, for the cool weather, this one is an absolute gem. A little bit more pricey, you're looking about 70 to 80 quid, which again, not cheap, but for a nice unique fragrance from 2018, can't really go much wrong with Gucci Guilty Oud. And that's my number 9. Alright, coming in at number 8, and this one, I don't know if it's been discontinued, but you can still find it. I still find it in my shops. It's from a house line that is very, very popular, but this one never really got it. So from 2020, it's Stronger With You Freeze. This one that is such a nice start with the ginger lime straight off the bat. Now, ginger and lime will go so well in the cold weather. It just amps it right up, which is gorgeous. It's got some cardamom, some vanilla, and some gaiac wood and some of the other notes in this. Really amazing fragrance. It goes very fresh and then it goes a little darker the slower you go through it into the dry down. Really underrated. I mean, this one was like the runt of the whole Strong With You line. Like, absolutely got loves. The original got a lot of love, but now it's probably not so much. This one was like the runt because it was a little bit fresh and people didn't really get it. But if you can get hold of it, I promise you, this is such an underrated gem. It's unreal. So number 8 is Strong With You. Alright, coming in at number 7 is from a house that I got a little obsessed with one particular fragrance, but I've kind of gone away from that now, and I've got another few more. It's from the house of Atkinson, and it's 24 Bond Street Triple Extract. This is an absolute gem. And this has got a real nice hit of juniper straight off the bat, which gives it a nice, slightly gin flavoured start. And then it's got cardamom, it's got whiskey in it, black tea and some cedar, and it is such a unique fragrance from 2014 that when I put this on, people have no idea what you're wearing. Really hidden gem. It's an absolute belter. It performs really well for my skin. I get 8 to 9 hours off this. Honestly, if you want to stun people this year, Atkinson 24 Bond Street Triple Extract might be the one to go for. Coming in just outside the top 5, but it's still a great fragrance from 2006. This one was the first one I got from this house, and I tell you what, I still want some more from this house, but this is from Etat, Libra d'Orange. It's Rien, and this one, it's got rose, it's got cumin, it's got amber, incense, and some iris in it, and it's so perfect for the winter. It is unreal. It smells amazing, works phenomenally well. It lasts a good amount of time, especially in the colder weather. It seems to just go amp up. This one is probably one more well known from this house, but there's some absolute gems still from this house that I still want to get a hold of. It's another house I would like to get a bit more involved with this year. But yeah, it's that rose in it that's really captivating me, and I quite get into rose a little bit at the moment. So Rien from Etat Libra d'Orange is my number 6. Coming in at number 5, and this one is a very sweet fragrance. It's got one note, and it smells amazing. I don't know how easy it is. Sometimes you can find it easier than other times, but if you find this, it's from the house of Molinard. It's vanille, and literally it is pure vanilla. If you don't like vanilla, this is not going to be for you. It's sweet, it's sexy, it's alluring for me. I love the smell of vanilla. It is so good. When women can pull this off, I do not care. Vanilla on people smells amazing, and this one is definitely something that is right up my street. If you want just a simple, sexy fragrance with just that note of vanilla, this is definitely something you might want to get your hands on. So number 5, Molinard Vanile. Alright, number 4, and number 4, it's an absolute gem from 2021. And again, this one's like the one that everyone forgot about. Like, it came, it went like so quick. It's still available, get me wrong, this is not available. It's just that people don't talk about it anymore. That's the Dolce Gabbana. It's the one gold, which comes from the Luminous Night, Royal Night, Mysterious Night. This was the last one that came out from that line. And this one, it's got some blood orange straight off the way, and some ginger, which again works so well in the winter. Cardamom, vetiver, and amberwood. And it's an absolute, real, easy, everyday scent that anyone could pull off. It's so nice. Like, you can wear it for a casual date, you can wear it to work, you can wear it pretty much anywhere you like. And this one is definitely going to work perfectly for you. It's safe as anything. There's nothing in it that goes, oh, that's a bit too much. It's just a perfect balance of this fragrance. Again, it lasts about 6 to 7 hours on my skin, but again, I'm alright with that. And it's not the cheapest one either. This is running about 55 quid, but it's an absolute gem. It's really nice and it's underrated. So number 4 It's Dolce & Gabbana, the one gold. Alright, coming in number 3, and this is the fragrance that got me thinking about this, and I put it on one of my videos previously that this was my scent of the day, and this got me thinking that for underrated gems that I think should be more well known, to be honest. And it's from some Givenchy. It's Gentlemen Only Absolute, and it's an absolute monster. It's got vanilla and cinnamon, nutmeg, saffron and some sandalwood. It is so good in the winter. If you want to have a cheap underrated gem that will work for you this year, try and find this one. It is an absolute belter. It's about 40 to 50 quid, depending on where you can find it. That's roughly about what much it is, but it's an absolute gem. It works perfectly. It gets a lot of compliments, surprisingly, and which I wasn't expecting, but my god, it smells classy, and I will say anyone can pull this one off. Like literally from 18 to 80, you can wear this. Do not worry about a thing. This one is an absolute gem. So Givenchy Gentlemen Only Absolute, my number 3. Alright, number 2, and we've got a real good niche house, but this one I've only just started getting into, but my god, is it well worth getting into. It's from the house Fragrance de Bois. It's Petals de Cashmere, and this is the EDP. There's a parfum version of this. Haven't smelled that one yet. And this has got grapefruit, jasmine, violet, cardamom and frankincense. It is such an elegant, classy thing. If you're gonna dress up and you want to smell nice and classy, this fragrance will do you the absolute charm of anyone. Yes, it's a little expensive. Yes, but it's well worth it. I would always recommend sample this one first. I haven't tried the parfum version, but you know, if the parfum version is better than this, I might be in for that one. So Fragrance de Bois, Petals de Cashmere, and the EDP version, my number 2. And finally, my number 1, and this one came in 2021. And literally as soon as it came, it kind of went with the wind, and no one really notices it anymore. I don't know why. It's so good. It's from the house of Kilian. It's Apple Brandy on the rocks. This smells sensational. And it's got cardamom, rum, apple, vanilla and some ambroxan, and this performs amazingly. It just smells literally like you've got apple brandy on you. You smell like a boss, you smell like the guy that owns the place, and you smell amazing. This should be more on people's lists. Angel Share gets a lot of hype. This one is probably just as good, if not better than Angel Share. So Apple Brandy on the Rocks by Kilian is my number 1. Right, so there you have it. That are so good, underrated gems that you need to get onto this. These are amazing. They've got budgets for every single person. They're amazing. As always, my scent of the day, and it's from this house. It's Initio's Mystique Experience. It's one of my first from Initio, and trust me, it's not going to be the last. But it smells amazing. It's a beautiful coffee gourmand, amazing fragrance. As always, let me know what your scent of the day is, and if you want a top 10 list, a fragrance review, or a question, please hit me up. You guys are amazing. Thank you for all your support. Even when I wasn't posting, I will be back permanently now. As always, I'm on Instagram with filming fragrances, and as always, you absolute legends, smell amazing. Thank you so much for watching.